Hello and welcome to the channel. If you haven't done so already, make sure to like and subscribe. I appreciate that so much. So let's go ahead and check this out. So this is the 2024 fully camouflaged Ford Mustang. Now, it's also interesting that the technology that they're trying to incorporate into this Mustang, where you can get your stick shift without having a clutch per se, or you will have clutch, but it's going to be like an electronic clutch where the car will engage the clutch for you. All you have to do is just shift the gears, which is not the same. I still prefer to push the clutch and shift the gears myself. That would just confuse the shit out of me, for like a week or so until I get it. But anyway, let's go ahead and cover this real quick. Okay, so here we go. So here it is, the Mustang, all nice and covered. Well, you can't see jack shit. But you're not here for the Mustang. You're here for the new technology that Ford is working on. That's some good cover. You can't see shit. Nothing. Can't see the lights. Can't see the fenders and how it aligns. Can see the rims. Rims are nice, but that's all we can see. But anyway, that's not what you're here for. You're here for this lovely right here. Okay, title Ford patents an automatic manual transmission with fingertip controls. Mechanically speaking, the basics are all here, including a set of gears to manually shift through, tweaked with the potential use of clever sensors in the shift knob. Without a clutch pedal, the powertrain would understand when to shift by noting when the driver has gripped the shifter and started to move it. Operating like everyday manual transmission in everyday use. However, according to the patent, electronic control of what might be a drive friction clutch can be fine-tuned based on how the driver applies his fingers or pressure to the shift knob. The patent says the shift knob shell is flexible, at least in some areas, allowing the driver to slightly deform, i.e., crush the knob in certain applications that mitigate or squeeze another type of delicate finger type controls. You getting that? You getting all that? Clutch operation would let the driver activate neutral by using a button or another kind of squeeze on the knob instead of needing to shift to neutral. It's a clever idea, but here's the problem. What happens when that shit breaks? Are you gonna fix it? It seems more technology isn't always better. I mean, the basics works. The overall basics work. Clutch, gas, brake. That has always been work. Now they're trying to over engineer. You might as well just get rid of the manual transmission and stick to automatics. That's it. You know, it's not the same when you're rowing that gear yourself. It's still not the same. There's that satisfaction that it gives you when you're, revving it up or, downshifting, doing all sorts of, things that you do. And I do love the auto blip, but unfortunately, for me, I turn all that stuff off. The auto rev matching, I turn all that shit off because when you shift to the wrong gear, you can blow up your engine. Let's just say you're going from like six, and then you accidentally shift to like second or something crazy like that. Not saying that you would, but you can blow up your damn engine like that. But this is an interesting idea. We'll see how it's implemented and seeing how long it will last or if it even comes into the productions. Ford's idea is suited from longevity, whatever. Mounted transmissions in the rear and all-wheel drive cars. The 2024 Mustang will offer hybrid powertrains. It's possible Ford has had this in mind too. The Bronco might also be in the work. Also, as long as from the patent to production, so this could come and go to further than the internet. True, this could just be a fab or some sort of who knows, man? Who knows if this is actually real or if they are actually going to be implementing this new system into their new Ford Mustang, the 2024 Mustang you saw up here. Who really knows? But it's a neat idea. But to me, I would not buy it. I'd still prefer the old fashioned way. If I want something like that, I would just get me an automatic and I don't have to do anything and just put it on D and go. Simple. Not trying to have sensors and doing it's just more headache when that shit breaks, and it will break eventually over time. Anything with friction or just wear and tear, just normal wear, whatever, eventually it will break down and the cost of repair might be very crazy. So anyway, that's the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do, make sure to give it a like and subscribe, And we'll keep an eye on this 2024 Mustang. So hopefully we can see a little bit more. Like I said, here they are done a bang of job of just covering the whole thing up. The only thing we can see is kind of like the roof line. That's about it. And the roof line looks like a Mustang. And you got dual exhaust in the rear. Some sporty wheels. Those looks like what 18 inches, 18-inch rims. Um, I can see some flares right here, and then maybe another one right here, possibly. Nah, it's just good job, Ford. Anyway, make sure to like and subscribe, and have a good one. I'm out.